Hello. Look at this one. Still in her pajamas. On this topic, there's a few things I want to say. Why you attracted your narcissist may not be what you think. I went through a time that I thought, what was wrong with me? What did I do? Why did I attract this person? So we're going to talk about this for a tiny bit because it may be actually a compliment to your being more so than you realize. And we may discover that you might have something to work on more than you realize as well. In raising a daughter, I made sure that I told my daughter, and I've mentioned this before because I say it all the time still to her, surround yourself with those worthy of your magnificence, right? And inherent is that is behave magnificently, give out to the world magnificence. It's all inherent in the same thing. But you have to surround yourself with those kind of people, be that kind of person, worthy yourself of the magnificent company that you're keeping, and you all propel each other forward, right? It was a take on what my mother taught me, which was you are associated with the company you keep. So I just took what my mother taught me, put it on steroids, and told my daughter, make people magnificent that you choose to be around you. I think, and you are associated with the company that you keep. My mother's absolutely correct. It's one of the biggest things that I've learned in life. She's absolutely correct. The narcissist is no different. If they see you and you are bright, vivacious, funny, smart, good-looking, charming, charismatic, they want that. They feel their disorder allows them the luxury of thinking that they are going to catch that from you by being near you. That's how their mind works. Like, I'm going to rub up against this person, and like what, through osmosis, you're going to get to be that person? But that's kind of what they think. They want to associate with the qualities that they want for themselves. For a few reasons. They want to mirror it from you and be like, present themselves that those are their qualities. They want to be around people that are like that. That makes them feel like they too are like that. So it's the same adage, but they come at it from a different, sinister perspective. Your magnificence may very well have attracted the narcissist to you. Your empathy. They could see a mile away how much you care about my narcissist said it to me. He's like, I see how much you care about the people that you care about. I want in on that. I want that. Like, that's just lovely. And you love so hard. And like, he came at it from that angle. They're going to use your magnificence to make you swoon about them until you get too magnificent. Right? Because they have this view of themselves, at least outwardly, as a grand person. Deep down inside, that's masking self-hatred. So they try to attach their grandiosity to your fabulosity. They're going to feed off of you like an emotional vampire. That's the verbiage you will find in the videos that they say. So they're going to suck from you what they want. Now, once they want to be in the company of grand until you out-grand them. Okay? So you're spending time with them and something comes up, bump in the road, you two get into a fight, or you get a promotion. It could be anything. It's going to send them off on a tailspin because now the promotion would make you out-grand them. A bump in the road fight is going to make you see them with their mask off. Either way, they don't like that, and that's where their ill behavior is going to start to unravel. And they're going to have to do something to bring you down now, because they're no longer feeling grand and cozy in this newfound relationship where you're swooning for them because they love bombed you. Now it's getting difficult. Now they're really seeing, ooh, you really are magnificent. They don't have anything to offer to step up to any kind of real plate and offer you any kind of same magnificence. They're faking yours and mirroring it and taking it on is feigning. You're starting to catch on to things. They feel it. You know it. It's a cycle, right? But when they're attracted to you, I don't want you thinking you did anything wrong. Very oftentimes, it's because you were magnanimous and they were drawn to you. Now, the other thing, which is where the work comes in that we need to do, is, and we talked about it several times, is there's a hole. How did you let them in is a hole. So they could be attracted to me all they wanted now. There's no hole. Mama's closed. So if they were attracted to something in me and they saw, yup, she's an empathetic creature, I can see it. We're like candy to the narcissist because we'll care for them unconditionally and try to fix them and put up with it, okay? So if somebody tries to recognize that in me and says, ooh, target, beep, 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 and a narcissist targets me, the difference now is the latter half of what I was discussing is that I've already done the work and there's no more hole. I don't need your validation to fill anything inside me. I've done the work. I know I'm a completely valuable person as I stand on my own, as I stand now. I don't need to be fixed. Don't you love that when they start giving you criticisms? Nope. Take me as I am. I'm not saying I'm always looking to self-evolve, but in other words, this is me. And you don't need to deal with the insults and the derogatory comments that come once they get out of the phase that they were attracted to you. They hang in there because you are the person who attracted them in the beginning. But they don't even realize you do now because we're educated. They'll never get back to the love bombing phase where you were swooning over them and they were making you eat out of the palm of their hand. Once they start the devaluing. And that always happens. They do not like to be out fabulous. They don't like that. So they want you to be what they want, when they want it, when they need it, but then now it's there to, like, okay, calm down now. Don't be so funny. Don't be so, loud. Don't tell that story, I'll tell it. Let me interrupt you, I'll tell it better. You start to get some attention around a narcissist for being the very things that they were attracted to, and suddenly their brain goes haywire. They've outpicked for themselves. They are not worthy of your magnificence. They have put themselves in the company of someone that out-magnificences them. Because like I said, I wasn't just, surround yourself worthy of those of your magnificence. I told my daughter, but I raised her to make sure she knew to be magnificent to other people and in life and behave properly. It wasn't just a free-for-all, like, oh, you could do whatever you want, but surround yourself with magnificent people. That's essentially what happened to the narcissist. We know they were either traumatized in their childhood or idealized. So they were just led to believe, okay, and now I deserve to have magnificent people around me, even though I'm not behaving in any way, shape, or form on a magnificent level of a human being, in my estimation. Magnificence, I'm talking about honor, respect, loyalty, anything that's good is in the magnificence category. So in raising my daughter, I raised a magnificent human being who's worthy of being surrounded by those worthy of her magnificence. You follow me? The narcissist is missing an entire leg of that. Yet they surround themselves with magnificent people over and over again. Dynamic people, successful people, funny people, smart people. And then I think eventually they feel inferior and they can't hang, and they do something foolish and they blow it up and they move on to the next round of relationships, friendships, whatever, business partners, whatever. I think eventually the narcissist's insecurities come out to themselves and they can't handle it. They can't handle you having everything together and then some, and they know deep down inside they're just a crackling, big, empty shell. That's not a good feeling for them, especially once you see them with their mask off. So they were attracted to you, but now, and that gives them a high that you were attracted back to them, but once that devaluation comes and that mask drops off, they feel it, that you look at them differently, and that makes them a different kind of way that they're going to look at you. Not to say that they're not still attracted, but now they're unattracted to the fact that you have seen them in an unattractive light. So that makes them not so into it anymore. I'm going to go over here and try this now. I need a new toy to play with that's shiny and that loves me back, because this one, she's catching on. So they were attracted to something magnificent. I don't want you to think that there was anything wrong with you. I don't want you to and don't let the experience with the narcissist make you unconsciously squash your magnificence so as to try to not attract them again. Be yourself and all that you are. Just know that if somebody comes at you and is attracted to you for a list of qualities that I might have mentioned, that's great. Eyes open now, though. Are they coming on strong? Are they proposing by the salad? It's always a good one. If they're proposing by the salad, okay? And if you have a hole deep down inside and you admit it and you're like, you know what, I would let another one in right now. That means that maybe you are, I mean, I've thought about it for myself. I'll just speak for myself. I guess I was seeking validation from somebody, and he was offering it, and I accepted it from a dysfunctional person. I was seeking validation. That was the hole that was inside me, is I was seeking somebody to just lay it on thick, exactly like I wanted a dose of like a Prince Charming. Boom, there he was. Okay, so that was the hole inside of me. So I had to like work on that and realize that I don't want anyone. I'm fine as I stand. And I was always happy in my life with or without a person. But like I said, there was something in there. A little hole was needing some kind of, attention maybe or something. That you have to still be awake enough to cut off at the pass. So you be your fabulous self all day long and twice on Sunday. Your vivaciousness, your empathy, your beauty in and out, your goodness. The narcissist wants to take from you what they want or require from you at the time. So if you seem particularly strong in a certain area and they were feeling in the most recent part of their life lacking in that area, they might be attracted to that. I want you just to remember that you didn't do anything wrong to attract them. And you didn't do anything wrong to allow them in either. There's something that maybe we can work on so it doesn't happen again. That doesn't mean there was something wrong with you or you were broken. We're human beings. We all are evolving through different phases of learning and living, and that's not broken or anything wrong with anybody. It's something was off and now it's not. So you may attract another narcissist. You may. But you'll know it, and you'll be able to spot them, hopefully, and not let them get to that next part of the cycle. That's the key, right?